Now from Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Matt Harvey gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, I love watching this guy pitch. I went back, looked at the video of his last game. He pitched into the 6th inning, threw the ball great, had electric stuff when he needed to, pitched out of some tough jams, and pitched well enough to get the W. So I think we'll see tonight really firsthand what kind of pitcher he is. We'll get to see it firsthand.
In now is Adam Eaton, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Grounded down the third baseline. Rivera scoops it up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Rendon. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Conforto moves over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Here's Bryce Harper now. 34. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. HR, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing their ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We're married.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up. The Missouri-born right-hander gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Eaton. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I really like the way Neil Walker is playing right now. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Juan Lagares.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Worth's after it. He jumps for it but can't get it. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker. Having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
That's what you call going to the plate with a game plan. 0-0 count, looking for a fastball. He took it right back up the middle. Great execution.
Granderson.
In is Curtis Granderson. Runners on the move for second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And he's safe.
Well, I like this. The first pitch to get a guy off and running. I don't know if it was a run and hit or a hit and run, but you do know one thing. He's going to try to throw a strike. And if you got a guy who can put the ball in play, this is a great play for you.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he rips it on the ground to second. Drew lays out. What a way to get it out. Two gone now. That was exceptional. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. At the plate, Rene Rivera. And he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, forget about this one. Booey. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
And that brings up the catcher, T.J. Rivera. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Harper is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence can remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of if you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the play a little bit more than the other. Well, let's take a look at the Mets defense, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Another one sent foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Clint Robinson is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Jason Worth swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 2 strikes now from Harvey. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Matt Harvey. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Matt Harvey.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Harold, these Nationals is the interplay here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10. Swing and a liner. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 30.
Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lined hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's Juan Lagares. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Eaton is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. Into the box, Stephen Drew. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Standing in, Derek Norris. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Popped high in the air. Harvey is under it near the mound. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9th.
So digging in now, Max Scherzer. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And this is going to be a foul ball. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jay Bruce. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jay Bruce.
Ground ball right into the shift. Drew's got it. A quick out number 1. Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. Ready for another chance? Neil Walker. He reached on a single in his first try. Smoke toward the hole. What a stop by Drew. He's up with it. The throw. It's there, and he's out.
The right fielder, number 3.
Digging in to try it again. Curtis Granderson. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Granderson around first on his way to second. Granderson around second, headed for third. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he'll just stepping in and ready for another shot. Adam Eaton back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in for his second at bat, Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Rendon.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Anthony Rendon goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Stepping into the box,
Leading off for
Jose
the Mets here in the
Reyes.
fourth.
He'll lead things
The
off as they
shortstop.
look to perhaps build on an
Jose
already sizable
Reyes.
lead. Fouled straight back. Now the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is eaten. 1 out. Now batting, Rene Rivera. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And gone up into the second deck.
Well, he tried to sneak the fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. T.J. Rivera stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1 comes into this at-bat. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, it's pretty rare you get 2 good fastballs back-to-back to hit. He missed the first one, got the second one, and didn't miss it.
Harvey.
In now, Matt Harvey. And he puts it on the ground to second. Gloved by Drew. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that.
Leading off for Washington, shortstop, Ray Turner.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. So striding forward now, Clint Robinson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Jason Worth. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Blake Trinan is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Blake Trinan.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hard liner to center field. Eaton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball. And it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Fouled straight back. Hard on the ground toward short, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Well, that's a good positive step. Got off to a slow start here in April. That's one you build on right there.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Here's
Second
Neil Walker,
baseman,
a hit in 2
Neil
tries so far.
Walker.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he is in there.
The right fielder, number 3.
Digging in and looking for more, Curtis Granderson. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. Out of here and by a long ways, a monstrous 3-run home run. A 3-run homer here for Curtis Granderson, number 299 in his career, as they push this lead up to 9 now. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he rips it on the ground to second. And this will be out of Drew's reach into center field, a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready once again, Rene Rivera. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Worth going back. Gone!
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Now batting.
And that brings up the catcher, T.J. Rivera. Line, but speared on a hop. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to. Digging in to try it again. Stephen Drew comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Stephen Drew.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Two strikes now from Harvey. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out.
The batter, catcher, Derek Norris.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And a changeup right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better. And you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Drilled to the left side. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now
Brian Goodwin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Brian Goodwin.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without a. Joe Nathan gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Nathan.
Hit on the ground out to short. Turner loves it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's Juan Lagares. Line to the right side. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Yeah, Matt, you can't fault the outfielder too much either. The line drive was hit right at him, and I think it took a minute to gauge where it was going. So I think he misjudged it a bit. The end result, the ball gets down, and the hitter is standing at second base with a solid double.
Into the box, Jay Bruce, as he rips it on the ground to second. Drew's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Neil Walker is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. This one is launched. Look at this. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Shot toward right center. And Granderson will be aboard with a base hit.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
And Granderson runs. This is pulled into right. Harper will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Striding in once again, Adam Eaton. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Number 2.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Conforto will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Third baseman, number 6.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Fouled off into the seats behind first.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Lagares is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 34.
Ready once again, Bryce Harper. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. 0-1 count and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rivera waits on it. And the inning is over. The perfection. Rivera will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game.
Well, they put up a lot of runs the whole game, and the game plan to me is simple. They've been aggressive. They've hit the first pitch like he does right here and gets the base hit, and they've done it throughout the whole game. It's been very successful with their game plan.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And that brings up the catcher, T.J. Rivera. Liner towards second, and a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Matt Harvey.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Harvey. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Conforto. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Hard hit ball to second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Quick work there. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. 2 strikes now from Harvey. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. And there's their first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Clint Robinson.
Now at the plate, Clint Robinson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
And a curveball taken for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hard on the ground towards short. Right there is Reyes. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. Jason Worth is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him! So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side. Sammy Solis enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Sammy Solis.
And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Digging in, Jay Bruce. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. For Lagares, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year. The 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Eaton is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting,
here's Neil Walker. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Line drive to center field. Eaton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Ready for another chance? Curtis Granderson. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Now at the plate, Stephen Drew starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill on your chances as a professional.
And there's a swing and a miss by Drew as they've got him 0-2 now. And the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Granderson's after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
The catcher Derek Norris is in. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 1-2 now.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Matt Wieters will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that's waved at and missed. So now the Nationals are down to their final strike here.
I like what I'm seeing right now. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate.
And then his tracks, he's got it, and that does it. It's a perfect game.
Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Hey, when you basically take a game into your own hands and give your opposition absolutely no chance, you deserve all the credit in the world. His guys had to score for him, but he essentially was a one-man show out there.
The winning pitcher is